With the news this weekend that Jurgen Klopp is leaving Liverpool at the end of this season, we're going to use Football Manager 2024 to find out how the top 4 candidates according to the bookies at the time of recording will fare over a 3-season period. We can test out with Xabi Alonso, the bookies' favourite, Roberto De Zerbi, Steven Gerrard and also Julian Nagelsmann. We'll jump right in now, we'll simulate 3 seasons with each of these managers and see exactly who Football Manager 2024 thinks will be the better manager for Liverpool. So we're starting off this experiment with the bookies' favourite, and that is Xabi Alonso. What we've done is we've went to the end of the first season of Football Manager and placed Alonso in the manager's seat. As you can see, they've won the FA Community Shield after beating Manchester City in penalties after a lacklustre 1-1 draw in 90 minutes. No goals in extra time means it went into penalties and Liverpool have won it to lift the first trophy of the Xabi Alonso Liverpool era. They have then, in the UEFA Super Cup, also defeated Manchester City, this time winning 1-0 in normal time thanks to a Luis Diaz goal towards the end of the first half. This came after Liverpool, under previous manager Jurgen Klopp, in his final season lifted the Europa League in 2024. So we have it. So far, Xabi Alonso has won 2 trophies for Liverpool. Take a look at the tactics that he looks like he's been employing. It looks like he's been employing a 4-3-3 for most of the season. As expected, the way Liverpool have played for years under Jurgen Klopp. He's not went to change that. He's no taking his 3-4-3 from Leverkusen over there. In terms of transfers, he spent £79 million his first season signing Jean-Claire Todibo, really good centre back, just what Liverpool are needing. They've signed Isaac Baradi, can play a variety of positions, looks really good. He's only 20 years old, can develop well for the future. They've signed Kai Havertz on loan, which looks like could be a good pickup, because although he gets slated a lot, I think Kai Havertz is a really good player and he's still only 25 years old. They have also signed Geertruida. If I've butchered that, I do apologise. Again, another very versatile player, young player, 24 years old, Dutch. And they have also signed from Inter Miami Facundo Farias, an attacking midfielder, can play just behind the striker. He looks really good actually at 22 years old. You can see he is obviously on loan at Swansea. In terms of the outs, we can see that Adrian's left for free, Thiago's went to Saudi Arabia, Joel Matip's went to Juventus, Nathaniel Phillips went to Burnley, and then a lot of players have just went out on loan, including Ryan Gravenberch, Bajcetic and Calvin Ramsey. In terms of squad stats, under Alonso in the first season, we can see Salah with 20 goals, Luis Diaz with 18, Darwin Núñez scoring 17, Jota with 15, Kai Havertz with 13. In terms of assists, it looks like Havertz is the top assister with 16, Trent Alexander-Arnold with 12, as expected from that right wing back slot. So there we have it. It looks like a really good first season under the stewardship of Xabi Alonso. We'll now simulate the end of season 2, see if he's managed to add any more trophies to that cabinet. So at the end of season 2, and we can see on the left hand side here, Liverpool have finished second in the Premier League to Manchester City, agonisingly, with 89 points, losing out by 2 goals despite having a better record overall in terms of wins. They managed to have a goal difference of 40 after scoring 73 goals, only conceding the 33 across the season. In terms of his milestones this year, has he added any more trophies to the cabinet? Unfortunately not. He has not lifted a trophy in his second season at the helm. Tactically, he is still running with a 4-3-3, but it looks like there are some new names in there. So let's just take a look straight away. We can see they signed Antonio Nusa from Club Brugge for £26.5 million. He is a very good, very young, wide player. He's currently just moved, according to Fabrizio Romano, at the time of recording, to Brentford, so you'll see him in the Premier League anyway. Nico has signed from Porto, from the Barcelona Youth Academy, for £51 million. A brilliant little central midfielder, could be brilliant in the future for them. And they have also signed on loan Kolo Muani, 27-year-old forward from PSG. Great stats, he's got good dribbling, good finishing, good first touch, great off the ball work, and physically he is very good. In terms of the outs, the only major outgoing was Virgil van Dijk over to Al Ahly in Saudi Arabia, where he has moved for £50 million, rising to 64. We'll just take a look at how much he's getting paid. He's been paid £1.4 million a week. He's absolutely phenomenal. 34-year-old, he's there for the big payday. It has been a great season so far under Xabi Alonso in his 4-3-3 for 2 years. Next, we'll go to the end of the third season, which will be the end of the simulation, and we'll see if he's added anything else to the cabinet. We are at the end of season 3, and as you can see, Xabi Alonso has left Liverpool. He is unemployed. We'll check and see, looking at his milestones, if he's been sacked or if he decided to leave. Looking at the milestones, he was sacked as a manager due to the club's poor league position on the 21st of November 2026. So we will take a look at the league table, see where they were sitting around about November time, which will be around here. They had just drawn 1 each with Wolverhampton, leaving them in 9th place after 12 games. They have then decided, but the board, to change the manager, and it has worked. They have then skyrocketed up the table to finish in 3rd and again qualify for the Champions League. So we'll take a look at Liverpool, see who they've got. They've now got Arne Slot as the manager. We'll have a quick browse just through this, see if they've won any trophies along the way, just in case. Quarter-final exit, Champions League, no doubt. They won the EFL Cup final, so Slot has already won the EFL Cup final, beating Tottenham on penalties there. So we'll take a look, see what transfers Alonso made in his 3rd season, and the only transfer that he made was Adrien Tufert, the left back, coming from Rennes, the only signing that Alonso made before being sacked. That was because they had sold Andy Robertson again over to Saudi Arabia. Calvin Ramsey's gone, Endo went, and then Tsimikas was also away in the January window, which was after Alonso was away. So there we have it. It's not been the best for Xabi Alonso at Liverpool. Lasted about 2.5 seasons, won the FA Community Shield and won the UEFA Super Cup. If he was the manager in real life, I don't think he would do quite as poorly as he has on this simulation, but that's football for you. Next up, we'll take a look at Roberto De Zerbi. Again, Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, see if he's managed to win anything at Liverpool and see if he's done better than Xabi Alonso. Here we are at the end of the 1st season under Roberto De Zerbi's time in charge. We'll take a look, as we did with Alonso, at his milestones, see if he's managed to win anything. Notable milestones: he won the UEFA Super Cup, much like Alonso did, but this time he added the FA Cup to his own personal trophy cabinet. He managed to beat Manchester United in the FA Cup final on penalties, thanks to Højlund and Diaz both scoring within seconds of each other in the first half, but Liverpool then went on and won on penalties. Take a look. We'll see what kind of tactics De Zerbi's been running with. He's been running with a 4-2-3-1, it looks like, the majority of the time. In terms of transfers for De Zerbi, he signed again Geert Trudia, the very versatile right back, centre back from the Netherlands. He also signed Azik Barabi, another young player there. João Mario, the right back from Porto, again very versatile, can play right up and down the right hand side. He's got good dribbling, good pace, good agility, good pick up there. And again, Facundo Farias, I wonder if this was maybe a pre-arranged deal by Klopp before we started the simulation, the young Argentine there. And again, like we saw, Adrian Thiago and Matip are away, Badstich away on loan, and Nathaniel Phillips was away, and Curtis Jones went on loan to PSG. In terms of the squad statistics, we can see Salah with 18 goals, Cody Gakpo with 18 goals, Szoboszlai with 15, Nunes and Jota both with 13, and Luis Diaz with 12. In terms of the assist numbers, Koopmeiners with 12, Salah and Szoboszlai with 10 each, and again, look at the large number of players scoring goals, a large number of players getting assists here. So we have it. It's already been a successful 1st season for Roberto De Zerbi in charge of Liverpool. We'll now go to the end of Season 2 to see if he's added himself any more trophies to the Liverpool cabinet. We are back at the end of the 2nd season, and as you can see, Liverpool are Premier League champions. They are 3 points ahead of Manchester City, and De Zerbi has done it. He has brought the Premier League back to the city of Liverpool. We'll take a look again, look at De Zerbi's milestones, see if he's managed to win anything else. He has also this season won the Carabao Cup. We'll take a look at that, see who they played, see what the final score was, things like that. They beat Tottenham 2-1 in the final, goals from Luis Diaz and Szoboszlai again, after Sarr put them 1-0 up before Romero gets sent off in the 16th minute, and that was kind of lights out for Spurs on that occasion. In terms of the transfers, we will see he only signed one player. He signed Thomas Araujo from Benfica, another central defender, 24-year-old, looks pretty good, maybe not up to Liverpool standard, but it's who De Zerbi wanted, and he's won the league, so he can do what he wants basically from this point on. In terms of transfers out, Curtis Jones has left to go to PSG for £48.5 million. Tsimikas away to Atletico Madrid for £30 million, and Isaac Badabi, who they signed last season, has moved to PSV. So they signed him from PSV for free, been sold back for £23.5 million, potentially rising to £25.5 million. So there you have it. Some brilliant business by De Zerbi there. He has managed to bring a player in for free, play him for 12 minutes and sell him for close to £23-25 million. Absolutely phenomenal. And looking tactically, they are now rocking the 4-2-4, the 4-2-2-2, or the 4-4-2, whatever you want to call it. I myself call it the 4-2-4. And they've got Salah and Diaz out in the wings with Jota and Gakpo up front. Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal season from De Zerbi, Premier League winner. What more can you want? We'll now simulate to the end of the next season and see how he has finished out this experiment. As we can see, at the end of Season 3, De Zerbi is still the manager of Liverpool. They were predicted finishing third, and that's exactly where they finished this season, 20 points off the pace this season, unfortunately. If we take a look at his overall milestones for the club in his time here, he has won the UEFA Super Cup, he's won the FA Cup, he's won the Community Shield, he won the Carabao Cup, and he won the Premier League last season. So this season, we will take a look, see if they backed him in the transfer window. They signed Flavian Enzo Boyomo from Porto, another central defender, valued now between 27 and 81 million pounds, signing for 36.5, rising to 41, good pick up there. Owen Vandal from Ajax has been signed to play on the left hand side, 27 years old now, looks really good. And Brahim Diaz from Real Madrid, playing just behind the striker or out wide. They might have changed up their formation this season. Brahim Diaz is a great player, I had him in my Roma rebuild. In terms of the outs, João Mario was sent away on loan, Badge such away out on loan, Calvin Ramsey also went on loan. Endo was sold for £5.5 million, Fares for 3.8 and Connor Bradley went for £800,000. In terms of tactics this season, they've changed it up again and they're playing a 4-2-3-1, which is what they used in their first season under De Zerbi. In terms of stats this year, goals again, as expected, shared around Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, Salah, Szoboszlai, Luis Diaz and Jota all scoring more than 10 goals. In terms of the assist numbers, Szoboszlai and McAllister both 11 assists, and then it drops down to Salah on 8. So there we have it. It has been a very good 3 years for Roberto De Zerbi, as he has won 5 trophies in his time at Liverpool. Comment down below, would you like this to be the manager of Liverpool next, before we jump ahead and look at Steven Gerrard. Next up, and we have Steven Gerrard at the end of his first season as the Liverpool manager, having traded in the Saudi Pro League for his boyhood club Liverpool. Managed to finish second with 82 points in his first season in charge of Liverpool. Taking a look at his milestones, notable milestones, they won the European South American Club Challenge Cup as well as winning the FA Community Shield. So he's already got 2 trophies in the bag at his time at Liverpool. In terms of transfers, Badabes came in, as we saw, it must have been pre-arranged. Jean-Claude Todibo has come in, again, brilliant centre-back, absolutely love the guy. Andre has come in from Fluminense, 23-year-old central midfielder, defensive midfielder, very good player, very young, very, very good on the ball. Nodi Michele has come in from PSG on loan, can play centre-back, can play right-back, can play right wing-back, bit of cover needed, he's 27 years old. And the wonder kid Rooney Bargi has come in from FC Copenhagen, the young Swede, brilliant on the right hand side, £9.25 million, everybody knows who he is, everybody loves to sign him. In terms of outs, again, you know, it's Adrien, Thiago and Matip all going for free, must have signed pre-contracts before we started the simulation. Badge away on loan, and Connor Bradley away on loan to Preston. In terms of tactics used, they are going with the 4-3-3 as Liverpool have been so used to in recent years, with the prime being Salah, Firmino and Mane. Why change up that way of playing? So we have at the end of season 1 for Steven Gerrard, a 58% win rate at the helm after 60 games in charge of Liverpool. Go to the end of season 2, see how he's done after 2 years. Steven Gerrard is still at the helm at the end of season number 2. And look how tight this Premier League was. Arsenal won it with 83 points, Man City second on 82, Liverpool and Spurs both on 80 points. Taking a look at his milestones, he has added the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup to his CV and to Liverpool's trophy cabinet. He has already won 4 trophies as the manager of Liverpool. Not won any of the big ones yet, but he is on his way. In terms of signings this season, he has signed Sildilla from Freiburg, £38 million, rising to £47 million. Centre back, can play right wing back, 24-year-old Frenchman, very good signing. Jordan Teze, £28 million, again centre back, can play on the right hand side. A lot of these managers like signing the centre backs and right full backs. They also signed Ederson, the central midfielder from Atalanta, Brazilian, really good on the ball, great vision, great technique, good passing ability. £36 million, rising to £44.5 million, could be a key in that midfield. And they have also signed Calvin Phillips from Manchester City, big rivals, £19.75 million, rising to £24.5 million. As we all know, defensive midfielder, very solid, very strong. Unfortunately, just not worked out for him at Manchester City due to injuries over the past couple of years. In terms of the outs, much like in Alonso's case, Virgil van Dijk has moved over to Saudi Arabia for £42.5 million, rising to £51 million. It's interesting to see if he's on more than last time. He is. He's on £1.5 million per week. Other outs, Endo's away to Arsenal for 20.5, rising to £25 million. In terms of the tactics, again a 4-3-3. Why would you change it? Just got to keep going with what you know. So that's the end of season 2. Gerrard is already doing very well as the manager of Liverpool. We'll go to the end of the 3rd season now, the final season, and see if he's managed to win one of the big ones. Has he won the Premier League? Has he won the Champions League? We'll take a look and see. The end of season number 3, and unfortunately Liverpool have finished 2nd in the Premier League again, this time 7 points behind Manchester City. Steven Gerrard still in charge of the club. Take a look again at his milestones, see if he's added anything next season. He has not been able to. He's not added any more trophies to his CV or to the Liverpool trophy cabinet, but he has been a good manager so far. In terms of the transfers, he made one signing, and it was £71 million for the Serbian striker Dusan Vlahovic. Absolutely brilliant, as we all know. Great finishing, good composure, great physicals, absolutely brilliant. In terms of the outs, Andre has left for £22.5 million to Bournemouth, the player they signed a couple of seasons ago for 30.75. He was a bit of a bit part player for Steven Gerrard, so to get profit on him is very good. And they are still rocking the 4-3-3. So there we go. Steven Gerrard, arguably the best of the managers so far. It's between him and De Zerbi. De Zerbi probably edges it because he has won that Premier League trophy. Now we will go to the last manager of this experiment, and it is Julian Nagelsmann, the current German national team coach, to see exactly how he would do if he was in charge at Anfield. Here we are at the end of season number 1 under the Nagelsmann reign, and Liverpool have finished in 3rd place, 14 points off the pace of Manchester City. Looking at his milestones, he has won the European/South American Club Challenge Cup, which is a mouthful, and the UEFA Super Cup. So he has already won 2 trophies in the bag. In terms of transfers under him, Jean-Claude Todibo, again we've seen it, Badabi, Kai Havertz, Gertruda, Fares and Rooney Badji. A lot of similar signings by these managers. Again, same players going out the majority of the time, a lot of loan deals. And tactically, he is going with something very different. A 3-4-3 is what Nagelsmann has decided to play. How is this developing with the squad? Darwin Núñez with 29 goals, Salah with 17, Luis Diaz with 16. In terms of assists, you've got Salah and McAllister both chipping in with 13. And of the new players, how's Kai Havertz done? 4 goals, 2 assists. He's not done as well as he had done previously. So now we'll go to the end of the 2nd season, see if Julian Nagelsmann has managed to do better than the other 3 managers after 2 seasons. The end of season number 2, and Nagelsmann has slipped down to 4th place with 65 points. That is, I think, the lowest finish we have seen from Liverpool, and on the lowest points, not including Xabi Alonso being sacked when they were sitting in 9th. In terms of what he's won, he has not won anything else so far at Liverpool. In terms of the transfers, Ivan Fresneda, the right back, has come in from Sporting, very good player, a wonder kid on the game. Yuri Alberto from Corinthians, young Brazilian striker, got good physicals, got good finishing, got good off the ball work. And Alan Varela from FC Porto, the young defensive midfielder, central midfielder. The Argentine is now valued between 41 and 122 million pounds after they spent 62 million pounds on him, which is potentially rising to 69 million pounds. In terms of the outs, we can see Virgil van Dijk's went again to Al Ahly. 3rd time, has he earned more money? Still on 1.5 million pounds. That would be very nice. And Diego Jota's actually went on loan for the season to Atletico Madrid. So we'll take a look and see how he managed to do in Spain. He scored 5 goals, got 2 assists in 8 starts, so I didn't see that. Was that a January move? That was a January move. And Endo went on loan to FC Porto. Tactically, he's now changed and he's going with a 4-3-3. Liverpool's much loved 4-3-3. Will it do better for him in the 3rd season? He currently has a 56% win rate, maybe on the cusp of potentially getting sacked. He hasn't done that well compared to some of the others. We'll go to the end of the final season and see if he has managed to win the Premier League. The end of season 3 under Nagelsmann's reign at Liverpool, and he has again finished 4th, this time with 72 points. Win ratio of 58% after 182 games. We'll take a look at his milestones, see if he's won any other trophies. He is not added to that trophy cabinet, but he is still in a job. In terms of transfers, Aymeric Laporte comes in from Al Nassr, the centre back, 33-year-old Spaniard. Everybody knows who he is. He could be a rock for a couple of seasons, but how much are they paying him? They're paying him £275,000 a week. He's already wanted again by going back to Saudi Arabia. And they also signed Wahi from Lens. The 24-year-old French striker, really good dribbling, really good finishing, good off the ball work, good pace, acceleration, fast, pacey striker. In terms of the outs, Gertrudia has went to Bayern Munich for £40 million after arriving at the end of the first season. Facundo Farias, another player signed in the simulations away to Luton for £6.5 million. And Cody Gakpo has moved over to Italy to AC Milan. You've also seen Carvalho going on loan at Sporting, and Endo has ended up at Al Fayha, who again are a Saudi Pro League club. Tactically, they are still running the 4-3-3 as expected, and that is how Nagelsmann's tenure has ended at Liverpool. If you've liked this experiment, please leave a like, please comment down below who you think the better manager across the simulation was, and comment who you think will be the best choice in real life for Liverpool. Please like, share and subscribe, and we will see you next time.